I didn't keep every accessory I bought for my Tesla. Some looked great online, but ended up being more gimmick than game changer, so I returned a bunch. But these are the ones I kept. Real world tested in Singapore's climate, daily driving and tight parking situations, and every one of them has earned its place. Let's go. Starting with the most underrated yet game-changing, my extended edge aero wheel covers. They clip right onto the stock rims but extend just a little bit past the edge. That tiny extension, it saved my wheels from curb rash more times than I can count, and visually, they make the wheels look fuller, more premium. Some people even say it improves aerodynamic efficiency slightly, especially at highway speeds. Maybe placebo, but I'll take the bonus range if it's there. The second must-have, a proper sunshade for the panoramic glass roof. The Tesla roof is beautiful, great for stargazing, but under Singapore's afternoon sun, it turns the cabin into a greenhouse. I got one with a reflective outer layer that goes above the mesh shade. The result? A cooler cabin, lower AC usage, and a headliner that's not hot to the touch. It's removable, so at night I just take it off and enjoy the view. But during the day, it's non-negotiable. Now, let's talk safety. Tesla's built-in cameras and Sentry Mode are great, but I needed something with better visibility and real-time alerts. That's why I installed the 70 My X800 Dashcam system, paired with a dedicated battery pack and a hardwired 4G SIM kit. Compared to Tesla's native setup, the X800 records in 4K and offers a much wider field of view, giving me more complete and reliable footage in case anything goes wrong. It records even when the car is off and sends phone alerts when motion is detected. One of the standout features is its rotatable lens. I can adjust the camera angle remotely through the app to check around the car anytime. It even has AI-powered person detection that can track anyone lingering nearby and automatically pans the lens if it senses a collision or disturbance, even something as small as a car with a loud exhaust driving past. Of course, you can fine-tune the sensitivity so you're not bombarded with alerts. There are a ton of other customizable features that I won't get into here. You'll want to watch my full review of the X800 for that. But here's something worth noting. Tesla recently increased the price of premium connectivity in Singapore, and to be honest, the only feature I really used was Live View. Since the X800 gives me that and more, live access, cloud backup, and 24/7 recording for just a few bucks a month for a dedicated SIM card subscription, it has completely replaced my need for premium connectivity. Now I've got better peace of mind while parked and higher quality recordings while driving. Next up, the Auto Frunk. This one changed my habits completely. I used to barely touch the frunk because opening and closing it felt awkward. You had to press it down firmly, which left fingerprints and guests were always hesitant. Now, I open it with the tap and close it remotely from the app. Game changer, especially in Singapore where I often reverse into tight lots. Instead of squeezing behind the car to grab something, I just pop the frunk. If an Auto Frunk is out of budget, I'd still highly recommend the soft close kit. It removes the need to slam it down and feels way more refined. Now this next one's all about protection, the screen protectors. I got tempered glass for both the main touchscreen and the rear passenger screen. Since everything in the Tesla is controlled through these, it's just not worth risking a scratch or crack. Especially when I swing my sling bag over from the driver's seat to the passenger seat, the metal buckle could easily hit the screen. For the rear screen, it's even riskier. It's low down, and passengers often kick it or dump their stuff nearby without realizing. With a protector on, I don't worry, it also reduces glare, and the matte finish gives it a factory look. While we're on the topic of protection, Tesla's rear air vents under the front seats are exposed, like fully exposed. I've heard horror stories of coins, snacks, even Lego pieces falling in, and Tesla charging a ridiculous amount to disassemble the seats just to fish them out. So I added vent covers to the underseat and rear console areas. If you've got kids, or even just clumsy adults, this one's a no-brainer. Floor mats, simple but critical. I got full coverage all-weather TPE mats. I was skeptical at first because I've always used those thick rug-style mats or foam sail designs like Trapo, but these TPE mats trap water, mud and crumbs without absorbing anything. Easy to remove and hose down, no smell, no shifting around, and they cover every edge, even under the pedals and up the sidewalls. Another one most people don't think about, the front air intake cover. It sits just under the frunk and acts like a debris catcher. Without it, leaves and twigs can get sucked into the HVAC system or block water drainage paths. It's cheap, installs in seconds, and stops bigger maintenance issues before they start. And here's where I'll admit, I tried to do my PPF myself. I bought a pre-cut kit, watched the videos, prepped the area, but I don't have a clean, dust-free environment at home. Dust particles, bubbles, misaligned edges. It didn't go well, so I gave up and went to a professional. Best decision. They included full window tinting with high infrared and UV rejection. The difference is massive, especially in Singapore's climate. The cabin stays cooler, I don't blast the AC as hard, and the PPF itself self-heals from light scratches under the sun. It even protects the paint from small rocks and flying debris. No regrets there, and well worth every dollar spent. I also added a clip-on foam mount that hugs the edge of the center screen. This one doesn't block air vents or feel out of place. It's almost like Tesla designed that edge just for it. Perfect for Waze, Spotify, or just holding my phone in view without clutter. Then there's a rear trunk hook, which sounds like such a minor thing. Until your groceries start rolling around and spilling, the hook is probably the only few ways to give your bags a proper anchor point. One of those, once you have it, you can't go back kind of things. And speaking of organizing, I also installed a set of cabin organizers inside the center console and under the armrest. Tesla gives you deep storage, but not always usable storage. With these fitted trays and bins, I can separate cards, coins, masks, cables, even mints. So I'm not always digging around or dumping everything into the cup holders. It makes the car feel more lived in, but also more tidy. A small change, but it completely changes the experience of daily use. Last on the list, mudguards. Tesla doesn't ship them by default, but I think they should. Without them, the lower side panels take a beating from pebbles and debris kicked up by the wheels, especially on rainy days. I added a subtle set that doesn't ruin the car's profile, but still protects the paint and keeps my PPF cleaner. These are the 13 accessories I kept, not for looks, not for clicks, but because they actually made the Tesla better to live with every day, functional, practical, and in some cases, essential. I've still got a few more aesthetic mods coming, but these are the ones I'd recommend to any new owner. Let me know which one surprised you the most, or what you've added to your own Tesla that's made a difference. And if you're in Singapore or a similar climate, I hope this helps you skip the trial and error phase. I'm on a mission to learn what EV adoption really looks like in Singapore, not just the shiny marketing, but the honest on-the-ground experience. Like this video if it helped you, and subscribe for more EV-related content as I journey into the world of EV adoption in Singapore. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.